अब तक 8 टीमें हमारी हो चुकी है, अब बारी आती है बैंगलोर की। सो
डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन।
बैंगलोर की टीम चूँकि एक डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन की तरह खेलेगी और पिछली बार बड़ा ही अच्छा उन्होंने पूरा परफॉर्म किया। रजत पाटीदार जो पहली बार लीड कर रहे थे बैंगलोर को, वहाँ से लेकर वो पहली बार चैंपियन बनाने तक का सफ़र 18 सालों में पहली बार वो उन्होंने किया। सो इस बार वो कैसा कर पाते हैं या इस बार कंपोजिशन टीम का क्या है, थोड़ा-सा उसको एनालाइज़ करते हैं।
वंडरफुल टू बी बैक अगेन ऑन द शो। एंड बहुत ही अच्छा है कि हमने ऑलमोस्ट 8 टीम्स का रिव्यू खत्म कर दिया। नाउ वी आर ऑन द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट स्क्वाड, राइट? दे आर द डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस। मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि मैं इनको डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस कहूंगा, क्योंकि हर साल वो लाइक ये कप जीतने के मूड में आएंगे, लेकिन लाइक दे
राइट,
ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू नेवर विन द कप, राइट? सो इट टुक देम
राइट।
18 years टू विन द कप। बट
हुँ,
वो 18वां साल जब उन्होंने जीता, तो द बिग डिफरेंस बिटवीन द 17 years वेर दे वर नॉट सक्सेसफुल एंड द 18th year वाज दैट उन्होंने एक बैलेंस्ड स्क्वाड अक्यूमुलेट किया था लास्ट ईयर, राइट?
हुँ, हुँ।
स्क्वाड में कोई बड़ा नाम पे डिपेंडेंसी नहीं थी, जो पहले होती थी कि या तो आप विराट कोहली पे पूरी तरह से डिपेंड हो, या तो विराट कोहली, एबी डिविलियर्स और ग्लेन मैक्सवेल। उनके पास पहले ऐसे होते थे कि दिग्गज नाम थे, और द स्क्वाड वाज ऑलवेज हैविंग दैट काइंड ऑफ फायर पावर, बट देयर वाज नेवर अ सॉर्ट ऑफ कंसिस्टेंट set of performers, which meant that आप you never won that competition। जो मुंबई इंडियंस ने 5 बार जीता है या चेन्नई ने जीता है, तो उनके पास कंसिस्टेंट सेट ऑफ प्लेयर्स होते हैं जो परफॉर्म करते हैं। दे डू हैव द बिग स्टार्स, बट दे ऑल्सो हैव अ कंसिस्टेंट सेट ऑफ प्लेयर्स, जिस जिसको फाइनली लास्ट ईयर Bangalore managed to achieve it, right? And they came
राइट,
out as the winners of the IPL. Let me first talk about few of the positives for them, right? अगर positive से देखा जाए तो the good part is they will be playing at Bangalore.
हुँ,
Now, I don't know whether it's a positive or a negative, because their record at their home ground has been horribly poor, right? So
राइट,
I'm not very sure कि Bangalore will feel happy they are going to play at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, but as a franchisee, you want to connect with your fans, and Bangalore के जो fans हैं वो probably the most loyal or most passionate fans हैं, because let's be very clear, आप हम चेन्नई की फैंस के बारे में बात करते हैं, हम मुंबई की फैंस के बारे में बात करते हैं, बट all of these fans have tasted victories, right?
हुँ,
They have won five trophies, so they have
हुँ,
tasted victories, they have tasted losses, but बैंगलोर के जो फैंस हैं वो हर साल ये एक्सपेक्टेशन के साथ आते हैं कि हमारा टीम जीतेगा, एंड दे बैक द टीम इररेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ वेदर द टीम डज गुड और डज नॉट डू गुड, राइट?
राइट,
बहुत कम फैंस में वो काबिलियत होती है। जनरली यू विल फाइंड फैंस लाइक क्विकली गोइंग अवे एंड चेंजिंग साइड्स बिकॉज देयर टीम इज नॉट परफॉर्मिंग, बट Bangalore is a great example. So it's very good that they're going to be playing in the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Maybe it's time for them to set that record straight as well. They won the IPL last year. Maybe
हुँ,
it's time for them to set this record straight as well. Maybe do very well at home, right?
हुँ,
In
हुँ,
terms of a squad, this is a powerhouse of a squad, Rahul. There is no doubt
राइट,
at all on it. It's pretty much the same squad that played last year, with a few additions from the auction. But other than that, it's a pretty similar squad. Very powerful, both at batting, bowling. Very good all-round options. Very good backups. Obviously, this is a top team in the IPL, right? So batting में हम देखेंगे तो obviously Virat is the Virat there. He's at the top. He's come with a lot of hunger. I don't know आपने उनका opening speech देखा कि नहीं to the RCB. He said that we have to give 120% on the field.
हुँ,
So he's motivated, right? Rajat
राइट,
Patidar has not been in great domestic form, but obviously he's the title-winning captain and he's got good captaincy experience.
हुँ,
There is Devdutt Padikkal, and I'm going to look at the all-rounder section and say there is a good addition this year, Venkatesh Iyer.
हुँ,
It's a good addition, but it's going to create a problem of plenty for them, because how do you fit someone like Venkatesh Iyer, right?
हुँ,
Because
हुँ,
you can either fit in Venkatesh Iyer या Devdutt Padikkal, right? And Devdutt
हुँ,
Padikkal ने काफी अच्छा performance दिया था last year उनके लिए, तो
राइट।
it's going to be a big call. What is going to happen on the ground?
इवन
Swapnil
इनका
Singh.
डोमेस्टिक सीज़न भी बड़ा अच्छा रहा देवदत्त पडिक्कल का।
Correct. So he brings both domestic success, IPL success, right? He also has played for India in a test, so obviously he brings those advantages. He's a designated number three as well by profession. He's been playing at number three for a while, so he's got all the chops. Tim David, another fine player. Obviously, another player who's not been in the best of form for Australia, but you never count Tim David out. They have Phil Salt, जिन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छी perform किया था in the last competition. Again, Phil Salt is not coming with a lot of good form behind from the World Cup. Both he and Butler didn't do that great in the World Cup, but again, big player. Jitesh Sharma is an all-round talent. Can bat, can bowl. Sorry, can bat, can wicket keep, can play at any place in the tournament. ऑलराउंडर्स में इनके पास कृणाल पांड्या हैं जिन्होंने लास्ट ईयर बहुत ही अच्छा परफॉर्म किया था स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट में. रोमारियो शेपर्ड और जेकब बेथल उन्होंने ऐड किया है. जेकब बेथल has been in tremendous form in the World Cup, right? So prior to that in the Ashes he was in tremendous form. उनकी domestic performance भी बहुत ही अच्छी रही है. He's the only player at that age to get a century in all forms of cricket. That includes first class and like international cricket. So Jacob Bethel is also there in the squad. There is like younger players like Vihan Malhotra. Then इनकी दो problems है राहुल अगर मैं कहूँ तो obviously the unavailability of Josh Hazelwood to start. And there is a lot of rumors going around that Yash Dayal might not be playing the IPL. Now this has got nothing to do with performance, but this is to do with, I believe, a personal issue that is happening for him, which has meant that शायद Yash Dayal नहीं खेलेंगे. Now if Yash Dayal does not play, then it creates a very big hole in their bowling, right? Because Yash Dayal has been their standout performer for almost 2 seasons, right? And Josh Hazelwood has been the other standout performer which helped them win the tournament last year, right? So essentially with them not there, it's going to create a big problem for them. Now that is the biggest threat factor there, but they have Bhuvneshwar Kumar, they do have Nuwan Tushara and Jacob Duffy to like take care of that problem, but they are not going to be Josh Hazelwood or Yash Dayal, right, in terms of performance. So all in all, that might be the only weak link I can say, but without a shade of doubt, I would be surprised if this team does not make the top 4. And who knows, they might even defend the title. They have all the necessary players, all the necessary people to go ahead and win this championship again. It's a good squad. The only weak point I see is the bowling with if Josh Hazelwood and Yash Dayal are out of the tournament, or if Josh Hazelwood doesn't come in the initial part of the tournament.
Right. और अगर भुवनेश्वर कुमार अपने एकदम पुराने रंग में दिखते हैं, लगते हैं, तो मेरे ख्याल से ये बॉलिंग में थोड़ा सा जो जॉश हेजलवुड की कमी है उसको थोड़ा सा पूरा कर सकते हैं. पिछला सीजन पूरे मैचेस नहीं खेले थे ये. बीच सीजन इन्होंने टीम की प्लेइंग 11 में इनकी एंट्री हुई थी, पर उसके बाद कुछ मैचेस अच्छे रहे, कुछ मैचेस खराब रहे, पर इनमें वो काबिलियत है बॉल को कंट्रोल करने की, बॉल को अंदर बाहर दोनों तरफ स्विंग करने की और एक अच्छे लाइन लेंथ के साथ बॉल करने की. तो अगर जॉश हेजलवुड और भुवनेश्वर कुमार इन दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन प्लेइंग 11 में बैठता है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. और अगर हेजलवुड किसी रीजन से नहीं भी हो पाते हैं तो भी अगर भुवनेश्वर कुमार अगर करें तो वो अच्छी बात है. और उसके बाद सुयश शर्मा भी बड़े अच्छे स्पिनर हैं, तो वो भी एक अच्छा एडिशन है स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट में. कृणाल पांड्या के साथ में अगर इनका कॉम्बिनेशन बैठता है तो वो अच्छी बात है. अब वेंकटेश अय्यर को कितना प्लेइंग 11 में मौका मिल पाता है ये तो हमको वक्त बताएगा, पर ओवरऑल बैट बॉल के साथ कॉम्बिनेशन और टीम का कंपोजिशन अच्छा है. और नो डाउट अगर ये टीम प्लेइंग 4th नंबर तक जाती है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, और फिर वहाँ से आगे बढ़े तो फिर और भी अच्छा. बट ओवरऑल इस टीम में से कोई बहुत बड़ी खामी, बहुत बड़ी तकलीफ, दुविधा ऐसी देखने को नहीं मिलती. बट यस, ओवरऑल एक अच्छा कंपोजिशन है.
Absolutely. And ये वेंकटेश अय्यर के लिए भी बहुत बड़ा सीजन होगा. Last year was a horrible season for him, right, in the IPL. He's been with the Kolkata Knight Riders since ages, right? Since he started, his career in the IPL. So it will be a very big change. You might not see him in the playing 11 if they continue with the combination they went last year. That's going to be a very big change for someone like Venkatesh Iyer, who's been a regular in the Kolkata Knight Riders team. So it's going to be an interesting year. It'll also interesting for him because he's got to bowl, to be honest, Rahul. Because if he's not doing that all-rounders role, then his value automatically diminishes, right? That is the role that he has to look to perform, because he's got the potential, he's got the talent. India is looking for alternatives to Hardik Pandya. So if Venkatesh Iyer does not make a play now, it is going to be difficult for him to get back into the Indian team, which is becoming competitive over time, right? So you already have players like Nitish Kumar Reddy who are knocking the test doors. Venkatesh Iyer is being left behind, right? So it's time for Venkatesh Iyer to stamp back the authority and show that he's got the goods to be able to challenge an Indian spot if he gets an opportunity to play.
Right. Absolutely.
प्लेइंग 11 में आई ऑब्वियसली मेरे प्लेइंग 11 में विराट कोहली और फिल सॉल्ट ओपन करेंगे. आई बिलीव दैट कॉम्बिनेशन डिड वेरी वेल इन द लास्ट ईयर. फिल सॉल्ट इज अ प्रूवन कमोडिटी. यस, ही हैड पुअर फॉर्म, बट you don't really take players out basis of poor form when they are so big as Phil Salt is. So Virat and Phil Salt, मेरे मुताबिक I would want Venkatesh Iyer to be playing at number 3 because he's an opener by profession. मुझे लगता है कि कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स ने towards the last season they didn't utilize him very well by asking him to play lower down the order. मुझे लगता है कि जब इंडिया में भी वो खेले थे तो उनको वो लोअर डाउन द ऑर्डर, ही डजंट लुक अ लोअर ऑर्डर काइंड ऑफ फिनिशर काइंड ऑफ पर्सन टू मी व्हेन आई लुक एट
जो इनकी सक्सेस मिली थी ये इनको ओपनिंग में ही मिली थी.
ओपनिंग में मिली थी, राइट. बट ऑब्वियसली विद विराट एंड फिल सॉल्ट देयर द चांसेस ऑफ हिम ओपनिंग आर लेस. So I have put in him at number 3 because he also offers the bowling. Now, for whatever reason, if Venkatesh Iyer cannot bowl, then Dewald Brevis is obviously the preferred number 3 there because he's a far better number 3 in terms of batting pedigree, right? So Venkatesh Iyer I put in at number 3 for the all-round capability. Rajat Patidar at number 4. Nothing better than 5 में Tim David and Jitesh Sharma. They can interchange depending on the scenario of the game. Number 7 पे कृणाल, number 8 पे मैंने सुयश, number 9 पे नुवान को डाला है. भुवनेश्वर कुमार और रसिक सलाम are possible playing 11s that can hop in. और मैंने इम्पैक्ट सब्स में जेकब बेथल, रोमारियो शेपर्ड, देवदत्त पडिक्कल, जेकब डफी और स्वप्निल सिंह को डाला है. सो एसेंशियली इट्स अ वेरी बैलेंस्ड स्क्वाड with personnel available. Now if Dashun Shanaka comes in, then there is a good chance that you might find Dashun Shanaka in the playing 11 as well, right? So then there might be a bit of rejig on how they want to approach it, but all in all it's a very balanced 11. If Josh Hazelwood joins the squad, then I think this is going to be a even better squad, right? So
right.
There's no way they're going to miss the playoffs until it's very similar to what we talked about another team as well, right, Rahul? Like Mumbai Indians, right? अगर ये team playoff नहीं जाएगी तो you will be surprised. It has to be a really bad season for them not to go to the playoffs.
Right, absolutely. और प्लेइंग 11 का भी कॉम्बिनेशन इनका बड़ा एक बैलेंस कॉम्बिनेशन लगता है. मैं थोड़ा सा इसको ऐसा सोचूंगा, मैं अगर वेंकटेश अय्यर और विराट कोहली की पोजीशन अगर इंटरचेंज कर दूं तो मैं वेंकटेश अय्यर और फिल सॉल्ट के साथ ओपन करवाऊंगा और विराट कोहली को नंबर 3 पर करवाऊंगा जो कि उनकी नेचुरल पोजीशन है. तो उससे क्या होगा कि राइट, सो उससे क्या होगा कि वेंकटेश अय्यर को एक अपनी पुरानी पोजीशन पे जाकर परफॉर्म करने का मौका मिलेगा जो कि नंबर 1 नंबर 2 पर उन्होंने कोलकाता नाइट राइडर के लिए परफॉर्म किया था और जहाँ पर सबसे ज्यादा रन उन्होंने उस सीजन में बनाए थे. तो अगर वैसा होता है तो फिर गुड फॉर हिम और गुड फॉर बेंगलोर टीम ऑल्सो. बट अगर ये फिर नंबर 3 के नीचे कहीं पर भी ये खेले तो फिर ये अपने टैलेंट और अपने पोटेंशियल के साथ डाइल्यूट हो जाएंगे, नहीं उतना ठीक से परफॉर्म कर पाएंगे. तो अगर इनका बेस्ट यूज करना है तो नंबर 1 या नंबर 2 पर इनको होना चाहिए. बट लेट्स सी टीम कंपोजिशन कैसे बैठता है.
करेक्ट. एक और चीज for Venkatesh Iyer, right, it's important that he looks at a position that is possible, right? Because realistically, yes, he may want to bat at the top of the order, we don't know, but India की टीम में top of the order में जगह नहीं है, Rahul. There is just too much of a crowd there. So in T20 you already have Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma. There is already Yashasvi Jaiswal waiting to come in. There is already RUTURAJ GAIKWAD waiting to come in. These are players that we know, right? And let's not forget Vaibhav Suryavanshi is himself there in the mix. If he's in good form, you might want to get someone like him. So it will be very difficult for someone like Venkatesh Iyer to try and get into the top 1 and 2, right? So Venkatesh Iyer has to do like what Dinesh Karthik did, right? When Dinesh Karthik was playing at his prime, suddenly MS Dhoni came in, right? So Dinesh had to find ways to become part of the team, right? So he remodeled himself. So Venkatesh Iyer will have to find a way because there is no way he's going to get into 1 and 2, right? In the Indian cricket team, right? So maybe it's good time for him to look at some other position in the team, right? Maybe 3 or maybe number 4, not later than number 4. मेरे को अगर पूछोगे राहुल तो I don't think his game is suited for number 6 or number 7. He's not that finisher kind of a player. So I think maximum number 4. So yes, like you said, maybe Venkatesh Iyer can play along with Phil Salt, but I don't think that they will break that successful opening combination that they did last year, which gave them the ultimate success. So I think Virat might open with Phil Salt, and they might either play Devdutt Padikkal at number 3 and continue with the squad, or they might get in Venkatesh Iyer and like maybe look at some other player as well. So, but I think it'll be good for RCB to play Venkatesh Iyer as long as he can bowl. मेरा इतना ही requirement है कि if Venkatesh Iyer has to play, he has to bat and bowl. If he's only batting, then unfortunately he doesn't hold the place in comparison to Devdutt Padikkal.
एब्सोल्युटली, ये जब तक बॉलिंग नहीं करेंगे और बॉलिंग में अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं करेंगे, ये अपनी वैल्यू टीम में क्रिएट नहीं कर पाएंगे.
Exactly. So I think they are a good squad. They are led well. They have a very good, dependable backroom staff. It's a well-oiled team. Big question. The only weakness, as I can see, as I said, is lack of Josh Hazelwood and Yash Dayal, and the fact that they have a very poor home record, and they are playing at Chinnaswamy Stadium as well, right? They are going to play 7 games there. So big question is, whether these 2 or 3 difficult propositions are overcome by the Bangalore team. But there is very less doubt that they will not make the playoffs.
एब्सोल्युटली, और होपफुली वो प्लेऑफ में जाएं और अपनी ट्रॉफी को सक्सेसफुली डिफेंड करें, तो ये अच्छी बात है. बट यस, बेस्ट विशेस टू द आरसीबी एंड द आरसीबी फैंस.